I can't see anything. Anyone can help me? Who can help him? What does he need? He needs light energy. Let's give him a light. Yeah, now I can see. The lesson of today is the light energy. With you, Miss Hind Magdi.
Our topic for today is Introduction to Light.
First, what's meant by energy? Do you remember what were you doing in the break? You're playing, you're jumping, you're running, but after time you feel you are tired. Why? Because you need energy. So, if you have energy, you can work. But if you don't have energy, you can't work. So, energy means it's the ability to do work. Ability means if you have ability, you can. So, if you have energy, you can work. You have ability to do work. So, energy means it's the ability to do work. The light has another name. It's visible spectrum. First, what's meant by visible? Visible means it can be seen. Can you see the sound energy? No. Can you see the light energy? Yes. So, the light energy is visible. It can be seen. What's meant by spectrum? Spectrum means it moves in high speed. It moves very quickly. So, the light energy can be seen and moves in high speed. It's visible spectrum. So, what's meant by visible spectrum? It's the light energy that can be seen. Who can tell me? The light energy that can be seen is light energy, visible spectrum, or sound energy? Yes, visible spectrum. How can we get the light? From supermarket? No. From what? From sun, stars, lamp, candle, moon, laser, torch. So we can get the light from these examples. So these examples are called light sources. We get the light from light sources. Okay, who made the sun and the stars? God or man? God. Excellent. What about the lamp, laser, torch, candle? Who made them? Man or God? Man. Excellent. So we have two types of light sources. One type made by God as sun and the stars and called natural sources. What about the other type? The other type, it's made by man and as candle, torch, laser, lamp, and it's called artificial sources. So we have two types of light sources: natural sources and artificial sources. Natural sources like sun and the stars. What about the artificial sources? It's like lamp, laser, torch, candle. Okay, you can tell me which source of light that gives us the huge energy? The sun. Yes. So it's called main source of light. Okay, what about the moon? Is it a source of light? No. Moon, it's not a source of light. Why? Because the moon works as a mirror. When the light falls on a mirror, the mirror reflects the light. The light returns back. So the mirror doesn't give us the light from itself. No, it only reflects the light. So, is the mirror a source of light? No, it's not a source of light because it reflects the light. Also, the moon. When the sunlight falls on the moon reflects the sunlight to earth. So the moon doesn't give us the light from itself. No, it only reflects the sunlight to earth. So moon is not a source of light. Give reason. Moon is not considered as a source of light. Why? Because moon is a dark body that reflects the sunlight. Again, because moon is a dark body that reflects the sunlight. Who can tell me? Give reason. Moon is not considered as a source of light. Because moon is a dark body that reflects the sunlight. Excellent. What are the properties of light? First, what's meant by properties? What are the properties of this man? He wears red and white t-shirt and black short. So I described the man and I told the properties of this man. Okay, what about the properties of light? We will describe it. Number 1. How does the light travel? How does the light move? The light travels in straight line or in curved line? In straight line. Excellent. So, number 1, the light travels in straight line. Okay, now, how do we make sure that the light travels in straight line? How to verify that the light travels in straight line? Let's do activity. First, we get 3 partitions from cardboards A, B, C. Each partition has a hole. Hole means opening. Then we put a candle after partition A and we make sure that the candle light travels in straight line through the 3 holes. Then we see from partition C. Can we see the light of the candle? Yes. Okay, now we will move partition B. Now, can we see the light of the candle? No, we can't see. Why? Because the candle light cannot jump, cannot move in curved line, only it travels in straight line. So we conclude that the light travels in straight line. Because of the light travels in straight line, we get 2 phenomena. But first, what's meant by phenomena? Phenomenon is a plural and the single of it is phenomenon. Phenomenon means something that happens by God. So the 2 phenomena that results from the light travels in straight line are formation of image through narrow holes and formation of shadow. Let's talk about formation of shadow. First, who can tell me where the shadow here? This is shadow? No. This is shadow? No. This is shadow? Yes. Why? Because it's a dark place. It's a darkened area. So shadow is a darkened area. Okay. When the shadow is formed? When the light falls on object, the shadow is formed. So it's a darkened area which is formed due to falling of light on an opaque object. First, what's meant by opaque? Opaque like this. Can you see what behind this opaque object? No. Okay. Can the light pass through the opaque object? No. So the light cannot pass through opaque object. So dark place is formed and shadow is formed. So what's meant by shadow? It's a darkened area which is formed due to falling of light on an opaque object. Because the light cannot pass through the opaque object, the shadow is formed. Let's see this story. We have two boys. The first one is near to source of light. He asked to his friend, "Why is shadow formed?" His friend told him, "Because the light travels in straight line. Because the light travels in straight line, the light cannot pass the opaque object, and shadow is formed." The boy is surprised that he has big shadow and his friend has a small shadow. He asked, "Why have I bigger shadow than you?" His friend told him, "Because you are nearer to the lamp than me." Let's see this activity, then we will continue the story. Now we have a light source, opaque object, and its shadow. What will happen when the opaque object becomes nearer to the light source? Let's see. What's happened for the shadow? It becomes bigger and bigger. Okay, what will happen when the opaque object becomes farther from the light source? Let's see. What's happened for this shadow? The shadow becomes smaller. So the nearer object to the light source, the bigger shadow will be. Let's continue the story. The boy now understood. He put a toy near to the light source and a ball far from the light source, and he said, the nearer object to the light source, the bigger shadow will be. Thank you.